So Gary Cohn is the current IBM vice chair and former chief economic advisor to President Donald J. Trump, and he thinks workers are to blame for inflation. I kid you not. I cannot make this stuff up. Watch this with me.
We're gonna have to see job destruction if we're really gonna see inflation be curtailed. We now have a smaller labor force population in the United States, so businesses to attract workers into the labor force are having to pay more to get workers into the cycle, which is inflationary. Wages go up, they pass those increased wages on to the consumers, and we're in this inflationary cycle.
Are you kidding me, man? Wages should go up. People should be a work man, woman, work person is worth their hire. Man, I just don't understand this line of logic. But this man, again, had no fear in speaking those words during this interview.
And the tragic part, what I saw was so sad was the interviewer going right along with him, shaking her head, yes, in agreement with everything he's saying. And it's like, don't let that suit and tie fool you. Those are the biggest crooks as we've seen so far. It is absolutely disgusting that you can sit across me and tell me you believe in the eyes of what the labor secretary just put on display, that you believe that you think workers need to be destroyed, jobs need to be destroyed in order. What he's saying is corporations should not have to sacrifice anything but a betterment of this economy. Once again, been unpatriotic, no sacrifice for this country. And people buy into this, pull yourself up by the bootstrap. All of these companies, none of these companies are bootstrap companies. That is an idea that does not exist. It plays into this American superiority. What these companies exist because of tax breaks and poor people paying their way because they don't pay taxes because of the tax breaks. So I'm absolutely disgusted that you can sit up there and say that with a straight face. But then again, we cannot be surprised. His boss, his ex-boss, Donald Trump, didn't pay nobody. There are 6 cities right now still unpaid for Donald Trump rallies this year. Donald Trump has never paid people, will never pay people. And I see birds of a feather flock together as we hear Gary running his mouth.
Yeah, we do, Mayor. Definitely running his mouth. The graphic that we had up earlier from Labor Secretary Robert Reich just says it all. I'm glad that we started off the show by really explaining what is, in fact, the greatest cause of inflation in this country. It is not workers getting wage increases because the increases that they receive is not keeping up with inflation. It is not bailing folks out at the earliest and the height of the pandemic. None of those things are the reasons, because people who receive that money put it right back into the economy. The workers are putting this money right back into the economy because they can't afford gas and bread and eggs and cheese and all of the basic necessities that people need to live. The greatest variable, the greatest factor right now, the greatest factor right now is pure, unadulterated corporate greed, and it absolutely must be stopped.